And in the meantime, while we wait to see if the, my guy and his guys' data about the crypto market, which is bad news any day now, soon. If that plays out, I'll just keep doing what I do normally for the time being. He called me Wednesday after lunch. A little small update, but nothing really worth repeating here right now. Everything's on my Patreon, but my other video I did the other day when I said, look, I'm not giving prices and numbers. That stuff's private for my paying people on Patreon. I owe them that information. That video I did, it still is true today. So just if this guy's right, boy, market is not going to be pretty here in the near future, crypto. But there's light at the end of the tunnel, very nicely as well. So Snippy and some of his followers are taking a chance. And I'm just staring at the Litecoin price right now, $22.91. Thinking, oh man, it's lower than the last price he told me. So in the price before that, all the prices have been hit. So I'm just like sitting here. It's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. Which you'll see this video Friday. Who knows what the price will be at? Whether we'll have a little relief rally or tanks even more. Who knows? But it's kind of nerve wracking. It's like I said, either Jay Snip's 4 channels going next level because of this guy. Thanks to him, I give all the credit. Or I'm gonna have a few more haters at the end of the day. At the end of the coming week or two or whatever. So, anyways, let me do what I do in the meantime. Wolf Street. U.S. bank stocks spiral down. Something's not right. Banks are heavily exposed to record business debt as credit quality deteriorates. On Tuesday, the U.S. KBW Bank Index, which tracks the largest 24 U.S. banks and serves as a benchmark for the banking sector, dropped 1.2%, the 5th day in a row of declines, to the lowest close since the September 7th, 2017. The index is now back where it had been on December 1st, 2016. 2 years of big gains gone up in smoke. Past 5 trading days looked like this. December 11th, down 1.2. 10th, 2.1. 7th, 2.0. December 6th, 1.6. And the 5th, almost 5%, 4.9. But no, the index doesn't include Goldman Sachs, which is big in other ways, but not as a bank, and which has skidded 35% from its all-time high peak, all-time peak, whatever, in February. The index has now dropped 22.5% since the post-financial crisis peak on January 26. My mom, she was telling me, just the other day, she's like, I don't see a stock market crash. I don't see like a crash happening. I'm not seeing it this year or next year. I said, wow. A dip, a healthy dip. It's not a crash, I guess, right? We're not under 20,000 Dow. I think would be called a crash if we ended up at 26,000, 27,000, and ended up below 20. Yeah, She's like, nope, I'm not feeling it. But on the crypto markets, on the other hand, she didn't have a comment on that actually, but yeah, as you can see, you could call this a crash. A $22 Litecoin, for God's sakes, you could say that's terrible. 40? Look, I got it open. $3,300, $3,359 for Bitcoin. So it ain't just Litecoin. It's all the market, and not only that. Again, the stock markets are kind of sucking too. Although again, wouldn't call it a crash. Well, that's just the thing. When the stock market rallies, oh, hey, my 401k, I'm up 20% this year. Yay. Oh, sell off. I'm down, 3%. Okay. That's fine. But in cryptos, it's like, oh my God, I'm up 30 times my money. 30 effing times from when, I got in a couple years ago. Oh, shoot, I'm down. I'm down. Now I'm only up 2 times, depending on when you got in, of course. If you got in at the high, then you're actually down. But that's why I like crypto, though, because when the thing moves, like I said, going up, it's the most amazing thing ever. Going down, it's gut-wrenching. It'll make you want to puke sometimes. And I told everybody that I came in contact with about cryptos, Even at work, people talk about it. I was like, look, on the way up, it is unbelievable. It's so awesome. On the way down, it's gut wrenching and can make you puke. Like it's But if you're willing to just wait a couple, 2, 3 years, anyways, this whole roller coaster ride won't really matter because all you gotta do is wait for around your time frame. When's the next pump look like it's coming, and then wait for it because you know they come and they go and they come and they go. Wait for the next one, then cash out and you're set. That's my plan, anyways. So, anyways, scrolling back down the rest of this article. So far in Q4, the index has dropped 14%. Unless a miraculous banking Santa Claus rally pulls back out of their dive by the end of the quarter, a 14% decline would make it the worst quarterly decline since Q3 of 2011. Oh, Papa's here. My dad's here. Dad, YouTube.
Hey, what's up?
Come on. Let's go. Papa's here. I always ask him. You got, come on. Come on. You want a camera? What camera action?
It doesn't matter. Whatever turns you on.
All right. Here's Papa. Papa, step 4. Say what's up.
Hello, everybody.
You got any jabroni stories?
Jabroni got the word last night from the landlord. Get his lawnmowers off the property. Yesterday he turned on one of his lawnmowers. The gas was old. Stunk up the whole yard. And when I went to tell him to turn it off, he was already gone. Left the lawnmower running. Like so.
So this rotten gas smell is all over. Just
Dog's
spewing
getting
out.
sick. The neighbor's getting sick. The fumes are off the chain. He finally came back, and I basically said, "What the hell is that?" So he turned it off, turned around, went home, and 15 minutes ago, the landlord told me he told Jabroni to get all the lawnmowers, which is about 5 broken down lawnmowers, off the property. We don't need the aggravation. It's all about peace of mind.
That's right.
And it's all about Litecoin, $5, $10, and then we get back in again. Okay.
That's right. My dad was waiting. I told him.
Dad didn't wait. Dad did not wait for Snippy.
That's right, Dad. Papa got out earlier.
Dad got out at 180, and then he got out again at 65. He owns nothing.
And you're waiting patiently.
Waiting patiently because I think the boys
We're about to do a number.
are having fun.
Yeah.
Destroying everybody. But somewhere $5, $10. I'll get back in.
That's your number?
It was 25, but it still seems pretty powerful as far as them having fun, wishing everybody a Merry Christmas.
That's right.
And a Happy New Year.
Now, I will say, because I can't give numbers out publicly, Patreon only, my guy doesn't think it's going that low. But
it could.
It could. We know this is crypto, and something could happen, and people could start puking, and it just goes a little bit lower than what my guy thinks.
To tell some of the haters out there that I haven't been sleeping very well, as you're making negative comments about my boy. And I'm very sensitive. I'm very sensitive about some of the haters putting down my boy. I know he does feel bad that people have lost lots of money, but he's lost even more money than the haters.
Yeah.
And he's not crying about it.
Not crying about it. I'm saying, look, we think a dip's gonna happen. At the worst case, we're gonna grab more of what we had.
Call it a dip.
Yeah, this would be a dip. Bloodbath.
Yeah.
I'm telling my dad, start a YouTube channel. Start a YouTube channel. People would love you. Your stories, likes to talk. You could do this. You can do this in a heartbeat.
I wouldn't know what to do with all the money from the Google ads.
Yeah. And Google would be hitting you. Sorry, this is not monetization friendly. Oh, why not? But I am conservative Republican. Sorry.
I am going to open up a Litecoin account very shortly because I have a gambling habit. Not much, $2, $5, basketball, football. It's just fun. And if you use Litecoin or Bitcoin, there's no transaction fees, and you can have access to your money right away. Not have to pay $35 for them to mail you the money, all that kind of stuff. So
see, crypto is coming in. It's a beautiful thing. Get rid of the middleman, the banks, the fees.
That's it. So I don't think it's going to go to zero. It's just a question of how close does it get to zero.
Right.
And
Now my guy says again, I can't give out too much information on public video,
patriot.
but
You have to
yeah,
be
this I got paying
you gotta be
I
a
got paying
patron.
customers. Yeah,
You gotta be a patron.
wouldn't be
Get a
right to them.
Patreon.
But he's telling me a very good rally. Like, get ready for a nice rally after this happens.
I'd say somewhere in January, February. Oh, by the way, I am the psychic's
X.
X.
Psychic Zach. He does not have the power though.
I didn't listen to the psychic. I didn't listen to Snippy. When I felt $180 was a good number, get out, made 6 times my investment,
That's right.
and go find something else to do. Like,
That's right. He had $300 in the Litecoin, wrote it up to 1,800. Of course, I had a little spreadsheet. Yeah, they saw him. That's all.
It's just a little Pee-wee over here.
Pee-wee.
Yeah. He doesn't talk back, doesn't give you a hard time.
That's right.
Bachelorhood and Pee-wee.
Doesn't say, what did you give me for my anniversary? Why aren't you taking me out? Right, Evelyn? Why aren't you paying? Yeah, why aren't you paying off the house? The dog is just happy there to see you and lick you and smile and wag his tail at you.
Right. So anyway, this is all the time I can give you right now.
Right.
I'm a very busy retired guy, and I gotta walk my dog. Okay, so nice talking to you. Have a good one.
See, we have a little cameo appearance by Snip's dad.
And not Snip Dog.
No, Snip Dad, Snip Dog, Snip Dad, something.
Okay.
See, all these years I've been doing these videos. Dad, you want to come on? No, I don't want to get on there. I don't want to get on there.
It was just an instant thing.
He said it was just, he felt it coming in. Came in, you know what? Do it. Let's go. F it, I'll do it live. Pull the Bill O'Reilly right on you. F it, I'll do it live. Love it. So, anyways, I guess I'll get back to the, again, I was throwing, we came right in the door here. I had to just roll with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to pause it. Let's go live, baby. Back on track. So far in quarter 4, the index has dropped 14% unless a miraculous banking Santa Claus rally pulls banks out of their dive by the end of the quarter. A 14% decline would make it the worst quarterly decline since quarter 3 2011. If tax selling kicks in, given the losses bank stock investors have taken so far this year, well, it could get worse in the coming days. Not even in quarter 3 2015 during the oil bust, when investors were fearing that banks would take steep losses on their loans to the oil industry, did shares drop this much. The index is now back where it had first been a couple of years before its crazy peak in February 2007. Said peak occurred about a year before Bear Stearns toppled. During the subsequent collapse of bank stocks, it looked like the index would hit zero. After the bottom in March of 2009, the Fed's strategies to benefit the banks and those that own them took hold at the expense of the depositors and other classes of U.S. stakeholders, such as renters or future homebuyers, and it worked. But that era is now over, and the tax cut, too, has been baked in, and banks are left to fend for themselves. Big banks are heavily exposed to business debt, and business debt, which includes commercial real estate debt, has ballooned to record levels. While credit quality has deteriorated, the Fed, in its recent financial stability report, pointed out this issue as a major risk to financial stability. Isn't that amazing? We didn't see this coming. We didn't know, but we got it fixed. Bernanke, we got more tools in the toolbox if we need to. We're good. But the Fed, in its recent financial stability report, pointed out this issue as a major risk to financial stability. It's a good thing President Trump is not pro-Fed. And you saw the Anon Q&A thing? He's going to defeat the Fed with gold. What? It's going to be amazing. Since the big bank sell-off started in January, the regional banks actually performed quite well. And the KBW U.S. Regional Bank Index climbed to new post-financial crisis highs this summer. The story on Wall Street was that regional banks would be immune to the downdraft and that investors needed to rotate from big banks into regional banks. With immaculate timing, the KBW Regional Bank Index peaked on June the 8th, wavered for a month, and in September started to spiral down. It, too, has now plunged by 22.3% by now, but in a much shorter time period, the large bank index looks like it got crushed as well. This is the new era for banks, the era the Fed arm wrestled them into preparing for. building their loss absorption capacity by building their capital buffer to have it nice and fat and ready to be eaten up by business loan losses over the next few years. But these are still the good times. Loan losses are still low, and money is still flowing relatively cheaply and plentifully. The actual pain won't start for a while. Now, remember, I talked earlier, my guy's guy, that he was told by his guy early on, housing collapse. Get out of your house. Our data is showing that this is going to suck in the next couple of years. Get out now. Take your profits while they're high, and then rent for a couple of years, and then get in at the low. He did, and it was amazing, I guess, what he was able to purchase. He has told him not too awfully long ago, housing bust 2.0, it's on the horizon. We give it 2 to 3 years from now, meaning a few months ago, 2018. So 2019, 2020, maybe 2021. Now, again, if everything timing-wise, everything that I can think of, Donald Trump, he gets a second term. We nominate him because he takes care of the deep state. Everyone loves this guy. And then we have a nice little downturn after he starts his second term. Therefore, he has the 4 years to try to fix, okay, guys, the bust has hit. Let's get the boom going. And moves on. As Q said, is there a plan after Trump is in office? And Q said, yes. And it could be Don Jr. It could. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. I had no idea. Dad, you want the camera? Yeah, what the hell? What? You saw me grab the camera. Dad never wants to be on camera. No, I don't want people seeing me and bothering me. You already said? I don't know if the microphone picked up too much of it because he's sitting over there. I've been watching some of you jabronis the way you're talking to my son on YouTube. The comments, you're upsetting me. Gotta love it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Mainly because my pops came in. Take care.